I am Lauren, and I have been on a journey over the past few weeks of getting into alignment before taking action in my business, and I've shared all about that journey in my most two recent podcast episodes. I'm going to link them both below. I share about in the first one what exactly it means to get in alignment before taking action and how it's so vastly different from what we've all been taught. And in my latest episode, I share about how unexpectedly hard it has been to get into alignment rather than efforting my way through my to-do list. So those are both in the description below, so you can head down there to listen. But for this video, I want to answer one of the most asked questions I've been getting since sharing about this on the podcast, and that is, what are you doing to get into alignment? There have been quite a few of you that are just interested in trying this for yourself and your business, and so I wanted to share with you what's been working for me. But before I do, I want to preface this by saying, just because it works for me does not mean that it's going to work for you. I know, that sucks and it's hard because, as with all things in life, following in my path doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to feel good for you. And the biggest thing about getting into alignment before taking action is getting into that feel-good feeling. So try these things if they sound interesting to you. And if they don't put you in that feel-good place, then try again other things that make you feel good. But okay, with that being said, let's dive right in. The number one thing I've been doing that has worked incredibly for me is reading. I have two books that I'm reading right now. The first one I cannot recommend enough if you are focusing on this alignment before action journey, and that book is called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I'm going to link it in the description below as well, so you can check it out there. It's incredible, and so much of what she shares, at least in the first half of the book, I'm rereading it for my second time, is totally in alignment, look what I did there, with the journey of getting in alignment before taking action. I'm also reading Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, I think that's how you say his last name, and that is just a totally different type of read, but these books are just really fun for me. And I found that sitting down and reading for a very short period of time, it takes me 10 minutes, and I journal, I'll write down quotes or I'll highlight in the books, and I'll a lot of times with You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, I end up having these massive realizations. So reading and journaling about those things just makes me so happy, and it gets me into alignment really fast. The second thing I've been doing has been meditating. And I know, don't hit pause, don't stop listening here. Chances are, if you are listening to this, you're into meditation and things that can be categorized, I hate this word, but I use it to describe things because it makes sense to people. They can be described as woo-woo. When I say meditation, I mean breathing, okay? And you're like, well, Lauren, I do that all the time. I'm human. My body breathes naturally. Yeah, but you do it unconsciously. But to sit there in your chair and get nice and cozy and consciously breathe feels so different. So I will set the timer on my phone for 5 minutes, and for me, sitting like this, meditating does not work. I have to lay down like starfish. My legs and my hands are sprawled out, and I lay down flat, and all that I do for 5 minutes is focus on breathing. And you know what? I think so much during those 5 minutes. I don't judge those thoughts, and I try, when I recognize that I'm overthinking things, I focus on breathing again, and I just focus on breathing. And I'm going to tell you what, those 5 minutes are so transformative. And if you don't have 5 minutes, another thing that I've been doing, if I start to feel myself kind of get out of alignment and get out of that feel-good feeling, and I'm getting ready to start another task, what I'll do is sitting there, and I've done this in a coffee shop. You can do this in a coffee shop. If you don't have a place to lay down or a place where you feel comfortable closing your eyes and meditating, breathing for 5 minutes, I will sit there in my chair, I will close my eyes, and I will take 10 long, slow inhales and exhales. After that one, oh my God, just that one breath made me feel so much better. So meditation, breathing, whatever you want to call it, has been huge. And the third and final thing that has been working for me has been self-love journaling. If you listen to the podcast episode, whether you do or you don't, all of this has been inspired by the Lively Show podcast with host Jess Lively. And she's inspired all of this entire alignment before action journey that I'm on. And one of the things she talks about that works for her is gratitude journaling. I've tried that. And I've got to be honest, listing like things that I'm grateful for has not worked for me, but what has worked and was inspired by You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay is this self-love journaling. And so I have a document in Google Drive and I open, and the first line is always, I love and accept you exactly as you are. And this journaling is me telling myself how much I love myself, what I love about me, like all of the really kind things that I would say to a partner or a friend. And so I have no time limit. I normally just will journal for a paragraph. It probably takes me less than 2 minutes. But the first line is always, I love and accept you exactly as you are. And then I say whatever comes to mind. I love your mind. I love your body. I love your heart. I love your voice. I love your zest for life. All the things. And I just tell myself how much I love myself. And spending those 60 to 120 seconds doing that, I come out of it ready to take on the world. It's truly incredible. So there you go. Those are the 3 things that have worked for me consistently. Day after day, no matter whether I'm having a really great day or a really crappy day, they help me get in alignment really quickly too. They work and they work really fast. And I've never had a time when they haven't. Reading, meditating, or just breathing and slowing down, and self-love journaling. I think that self-love is such a huge part of this process. It has been for me, and overcoming those self-limiting beliefs. So I would love to hear from you. What's working for you? Are any of these things working? Let me know if you try them out. And if you want to hear me share more about this alignment before action journey that I am on, you can hop over to the podcast and check out the 2 episodes that are linked below in the description. Oh, and one more thing, make sure you subscribe here on YouTube to stay up to date on any new videos that are coming out. I release new videos every single week, just sharing my journey on this entrepreneurial roller coaster, and then other fun videos like this. So subscribe here on YouTube, and I will see you next week. Girl, let's talk about that behind the scenes life, because that ain't glamorous. Seriously though? This is how I recorded this video. No shit. On my iPhone. And this is my super glamorous setup. I mean, come on, girl. Does it get any more glamorous than this? Look at that tripod and all of its beautiful bookended glory. Yes!